Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the Hoodoo Butterfly, also known as Mia Iadira, and I am here to give you a pick a card reading for this Saturday. This is pile A, this is pile B. So today we're just going to do some general advice for the collective, and you pick whichever card that you are drawn to, and that will be your message. After the cards are flipped over and your message is drawn, I will give you some oracle cards from Oracle of the Fairies. It's one of my favorite decks. Hopefully you can see it. And the art on it is so pretty, so let's hop into your reading today. Card A, or Group A. Your advice is the Six of Pentacles. Now, with this card, you can see that there's a guy in the middle, or it could be a woman also, because a lot of the cards in the tarot are genderless. He is standing there and he's holding a scales. The scale is also represented by the sign of Libra, and this is the number 6. And in the card, you can see that he is kind of like the master or the ruler of the money, and it seems like he is giving money to peasants. And I'm getting the energy that when this card comes out, if you picked pile A, your advice is to be generous and be giving, but most importantly, to be balanced with your money. It is very important for you at this time to be balanced in your life. It can also represent that you're out of balance with spending or with giving. You could be giving too much, or you could be spending too much. You could be splurging too much. But this is definitely a money card. It could also represent balance needed in other areas of life, but I'm getting the energy that this is about your spending, and I'm getting the energy that you should be generous, and you should be giving. Let me see. The person is balanced enough to share what they have. If you look at the scales in his hand, they aren't tipping too much to the left and they aren't tipping too much to the right. They're balanced and they're in alignment with exactly what they have. Let me see what else Spirit is trying to share. Give me a moment. Someone around you could be needing assistance financially, and you have more than enough to share. But be mindful not to be like the man holding the scale, like the man on the card. He is in a very judgmental frame of mind. So do not look down on those who you are giving to, because you could find yourself in that very same situation of being the person who needs somebody to give to them. I'm getting the vibe that somebody needs to be generous. If you pick this card, someone around you needs your financial help, and you need to be generous, and you need to not look down upon them. Avoid judgment and avoid being judgmental. That is exactly what I'm getting with this card. And I don't see this card very often, so it's very, very interesting. I will pull a oracle message for you with this card. Let me see what we have for this. Now let's see. This deck is actually super small. Let me see if I can show you guys how to shuffle. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, that actually doesn't look right. That's just me shuffling. Uh-oh, I got a card. Let me see what came out. Where did it go? Oh, I lost it. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Awesome. Okay, so the advice for this card is The advice from the fairy dimension is better. Tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So I'm getting with this card that you should be paying very, very, very close attention to nature. If you do not spend time in nature, your advice is to seek nature and to pay attention when you are outside so that whatever the universe is trying to reveal to you, whatever Mother Nature is trying to reveal to you comes through. The spirit and the universe communicates through very, very different ways. And a lot of times when we are closed off, especially when we become stuck in the house or even when we go outside and we don't pay attention, we don't take a second to stop and breathe around us and see all of the nature that we possess and all of the nature that's been gifted to us, we can miss very important messages. And you might not be somebody who likes to be outside. I personally do not like the insects that come with heat. And when I was younger, I hated nature, but I have opened up to nature, not the bugs, but I have opened up to nature in small ways here and there as I've gotten on my spiritual journey. And I used to be afraid of butterflies, but I love butterflies now because when I was going through a very rough transformation, I always saw butterflies, and butterflies are a symbol of rebirth. They can be a positive symbol of death in different ways. And now I have butterfly decorations all around my new apartment. So I say that to say that with the tree wisdom card, this is more so of a call to pay attention to the sounds that you hear in nature. Pay attention to what you see. Pay attention to how you feel when you're in nature. And it doesn't mean, walking through a forest. I know she's in a forest, but nature is all around us, even if we're just walking down the street to the store, because we have trees, we hear the birds, we see like bumblebees and stuff like that. So just take a second and try to connect with your intuition if you can. Take a deep breath when you're walking. Try to walk a little slower and just see what pops out to you. You might see or hear or feel or recognize something that might click to you in your current situation, whatever that may be. And I do believe that was all of the advice that Spirit had for Group A. Let me see if there's anything else coming to me. This card is also about getting through your certain situation, whatever it may be. It's about knowing that you can get through it. Know that you can do it and that you can overcome and get through the challenging circumstances or whatever your current situation may be. Take what resonates from this message and leave the rest. Don't try to make anything resonate if you feel like it's not for you. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see both of the cards, but this is your message from the fairies, and the tarot card is your message from the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much for joining me today for this pick a card reading, and I'm going to move on to Group B. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has in store for Group B. Let's see. Group B. What's this? I know this card very well. This card was actually my advice for November. Look, Holy Spirit is trying to help me out because I have some nerves about this card reading because my phone is set up so funky on my table. Okay, I got this card for myself the beginning of this month. Now, if you can see the person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7 of Wands. 7 is an awesome number, even though there are no bad numbers. But if you picked this card for your advice, this card is all about being determined It is all about staying the course. It's about remaining steadfast in whatever you are trying to achieve. If you notice, this is a Seven of Wands, and with some of the cards in the tarot for the Wands portion, they represent action, but they can also represent obstacles depending on what you pull it for. So in this case, this is an advice card. So the Seven of Wands is telling you to take up one of these sticks and take action regarding whatever you are working on. And the person is holding the stick, poking against all of the sticks coming against him, which is why I say it looks like the person is going against all of the obstacles, and they're not just going at it without any preparation. They have their feet planted firmly on the ground, which means that you are determined, you are steadfast, and you're action oriented at this time to do what you got to do and get through all of those little annoying wands and annoying obstacles and distractions coming your way. And the person has the wand in his hand, ready to fight and defend whatever they are working on, wherever they're standing. So it could be a call to defend yourself, defend what you're working on, but it's definitely a call to stay determined, to stay focused and remain steadfast. And usually with this card, when it comes out in the advice position, the outcome from taking this advice is victory, is not championship, victory, winning, you're a champion, stuff like that. So it's all about standing your ground, planting your feet firmly where you know it needs to be, and taking the appropriate course of action and staying determined and steadfast. Like I said, this is my card for the month, so maybe this is your card for whoever is watching this at whatever time you find it, and this is definitely the advice that you need for right now if you picked that card. But this is also, it can seem like a challenging card to get for your advice, but it's not, and I felt that it was when I got it for myself. But it's actually one of the best cards in the tarot that you can get for your advice, because it signifies that victory is in your future if you continue to stand your ground, be firm, and not necessarily fight, but push past all of the obstacles. Because that person in the card can literally take that wand and knock all of the obstacles out their way into a clear path. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me that. That's really awesome. So yeah, maybe that's what somebody needs to do, is to take up action, hold tight to whatever action, hold tight to your dreams, your beliefs, whatever you feel is necessary to get to the other side, and just push past, work through, and do the appropriate actions to get past all of those little obstacles or annoyances that are in the way or that might come up, and to not get distracted. Because if you get distracted, it's so easy to fall off that cliff. Like, he looks like he's on the edge of something and his feet are firm, but we all know that if you lose your footing, figuratively or physically, you can trip or you can fall, or most importantly, you can get off course. So let's not do that with this card, and let's just continue to take the advice from Spirit, which is always worthwhile, and to be determined and push past whatever's in the way. And let's see. Let me pull an Oracle of the Fairies for you. I'm going to show you how I shuffle. Let's see. Shuffle these cards one time. Well, here we go. All right, I'm going to take that. Okay. Your oracle from the fairies is called Lost and Found. So let me see. This is your card. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Trying to see if I can show you guys the card. This is one of the prettiest decks that I have. And I have a lot of decks. I got like 13. But this is a beautiful card. And she's in nature. I believe that this card is a call for someone who's watching this, that if you lost something, if you're looking for something, and it doesn't have to be like a physical loss, if If there's anything that you lost in life or that you need something to be found, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, even if you feel like you have lost mental peace or you're confused, I'm getting the energy that you should, if you don't believe in fairies, that's fine. You should ask for divine intervention to restore and find whatever is lost. Like you can say, angels, Holy Spirit, universe, please help me to find what was lost. Or you can say, angels, Holy Spirit, universe, please restore to me what was lost. Or you can say, angels, Holy Spirit, and universe, please help me to find whatever needs to be found. Yeah, that's what you should say. You don't have to say all three of them, but you can say any of those three statements that I just mentioned. You can say, like, I feel like somebody might have lost something, and it might be physical, like you might have lost keys or you might have misplaced something that was of value, or it could have just been like something spiritually or emotionally related. Like if you lost mental peace, I feel like somebody lost mental peace. Like you should just say, angels and universe, please guide me, please help me find mental peace, or please restore. That's a very important word you should say in your prayers, or just in speaking out loud to the universe. Please restore what was lost. Please restore what I lost. Please restore what I lost, and please help me with anything in my life that should be lost and found. Yeah, that's definitely what I am hearing with that card. And you're gonna find it too. So if you say it, you'll find it. You're gonna find it. So don't worry. Somebody might have lost something that they really, really wanted, or they really liked, and they can't find it. And that's it. Oh, that kind of sucks. But you'll find it. That's why the card came out. You'll find it. I was not expecting to get these cards today. But whoever picked it, that's what you needed to hear. And everything's gonna be all right. Oh, somebody lost something. That's so sad. And you're gonna find things that you didn't know were lost either. And everything is going to be all right. Group B, everything is going to be all right. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. And it will be. It will be all right. Those are your messages for today. And I hope that you were able to see all of your cards clearly. I will definitely have a better setup. But yeah, everything's going to be all right. Oh. Okay, what I'll do here, let me just pull one card for the collective from the Oracle of the Fairies. I'm trying to show you how us tarot readers get down. I cut it in half and I'm going to take it from the top. So let's see what we got. Music. So this is just a message for all of you who are watching this video. Doesn't matter if you're group A or B. And I'll keep it short and sweet. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So I'm getting the energy that you might, well, this is exactly what the card says. You may have a message coming through. Could be from your spirit guides, could be from the universe, could be from the Holy Spirit. Yeah, it could be a message for you in the music you're listening to. And also try to listen to music that is of a good vibration. If you're feeling sad or depressed, try not to listen to music that reflects that kind of energy, because it'll only bog you down even more. And we don't want that. Music is like anything. You can use it to uplift, or you can use it to quote unquote harm. Even though I really shouldn't say quote unquote, because it's very true. Like people who have Alzheimer's, they might not remember anything, but they can hear a song that they loved when they were 13 and it makes a huge difference for them. So definitely listen carefully to the music. Listen to the words that you're listening to. and be mindful of the words that you play in the atmosphere of your home. If you feel sad or your home feels kind of like blah, play some uplifting music. Let's see, what else Holy Spirit do we have? I heard 3 car horns, so this is definitely a message for somebody. I'm hearing to use your ears wisely because music is a portal to our ears. That's very deep. Here's the thing with the music. The collective needs to avoid low vibrational music. If the music is talking about, it could be talking about, like I said, like the sadness, the depression. It could be talking about like nothingness. Like if the music isn't of a positive substance, it could be talking about anything that you know deep down. The words are not positive, and you might not even be listening to the words. You might just be nodding your head along to the beat, which is a natural human function. There's nothing wrong with that, but our ears are portals, and they're kind of like our eyes because whatever we see, we will naturally give our attention to, and it's the same thing with your ears. So whatever you're listening to is affecting you. It affects your mind, your mental space, and your body, and your spirit, and your emotions. Yes, that's the message. The music affects your mind, body, your soul, and your spirit, but especially your mind and your body and your emotions. So maybe take a note of what you listen to most of the time and pay attention to how it makes you feel. And also try taking a break from that music and see the difference in how you feel. Yeah, I think that the collective might have to be switching up what kind of music that they listen to. And maybe try not to listen to the same thing all the time because that'll also it can also put up like mental blocks for you. So if you're listening to something that's about, it could be essentially about nothingness, then your mind is going to be filled with nothingness, and you won't be able to even think about anything of substance because your ears are taking in everything, and it goes into your spirit, and it goes into your mind, and it goes into your heart space. Yeah, we all gotta be careful with the music that we listen to. I don't listen to too much music that's on the radio. Like I listen to the general stuff, but there are certain genres that I just don't get into because most of the words are just low vibrational. They talk about kind of like they talk about like some dark things. And the more you listen to anything that is of darkness or of light, it will have a great impact on you. And make sure that you notice how you feel when you take a break from from certain kinds of music. Like if the music is talking about depression or sadness or death or crimes or drugs or sleeping around or like liquor. I was trying not to say that, but I have to say that. Like if it's talking about things like that, you have to take a break from it because it's affecting you and it's affecting your choices in your life and your thinking and your patterns, and it puts up mental blocks for you. And if you have a mental block, that's really not good. Like we've all been there. I've been there. But you have to make some lifestyle changes, and I believe that the music changes is what you need to do, and it's going to be a big help for you. And it's going to be a big help for both group A and group B. Let's see what else we've got from Spirit. Yeah, just pay attention to the music that you're listening to. The words more than the melody. That's what makes the music, is the words. Yep, I'm out of here, guys. That was your message from Spirit today. So I hope that you all enjoyed your reading. Oops, excuse me. Told you these cards were so pretty. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed your messages, and everyone take care. What I will do is I will lay out the cards so that it looks, just so that it looks prettier. I'm not sure if they're all going to be able to be seen, but we can try. Let's see. And if anybody knows any like good cameras, please drop it in the comment box below, and I will definitely take a look. But we've all got to start somewhere. And that is it for today. So you can't see the Seven of Wands anymore. You can see it a little bit. But let's see. And I don't have my nails done yet. That's all right. Next time I have a card reading, hopefully my nails will be done. I can't make any promises. I don't want to be yelled at in the comments if I broke a promise. But these are your cards for today. And I'm wishing you lots of love and light. Take care.